Kia ora e hoa. Hello, my friend. Haere mai. Come and join me. I have a brand new book. It's a very special book. It's a hardcover book and it's full of beautiful pictures. Would you like to have a look? It's called Kiwis and Koalas. It's by Sarah Milne and the beautiful pictures are illustrated by Laura Bernard. This book's really cool. What if you could build a bridge between the two places you love the most? Hey, Tinkerbell. Did you hear that little bell then? I've got somebody who might like to join us for a story. Let me see. Are you going to come? Are you going to come? Come on. It's my pussycat. Maybe he'll join us soon. Right now, let's focus on the book, okay? Where were we? Oh, yes. What if you could build a bridge between the two places that you love the most? Where would those two places be? New Zealand, maybe, and somewhere else in the world? Oh, look at the title. Kiwis and Koalas. Where do you think that bridge is? Built between New Zealand and Australia. I would love a bridge between New Zealand and Australia. I've got lots of family and friends over in Australia. How about you? Is there a place in the world where you would love to have a bridge built? Somewhere special where you have family and friends? Well, how about we open this book and have the story now, and then you can think about the places that you'd like to build a bridge. Are you nice and comfy? Ready for a story? Well, let's begin. This is a story about a little girl called Lily. Lily lived in New Zealand, but before she was born, when she was still growing in her mum's tummy, her mum lived in Australia. That meant Lily's heart would always have two homes. We will always be a little bit Australian and a little bit Kiwi, Mum would say. Then she would smile and add, if I could, I would build a bridge between our two homes. Lily had a dog called Woof. The two of them loved to go on adventures around the garden. Some days they would set off on stick hunts, collecting as many as they could find, then making little huts under the shrubs. On other days they would chase butterflies. Sometimes they just lay on the grass together, watching the long white clouds high in the sky above. Wherever Lily was, there was Woof. Wherever Woof was, there was Lily. One day when Lily was playing inside, she started thinking about that bridge her mum wanted to build. Maybe, she thought, maybe there's already a bridge like that arcing like a rainbow between my two homes. Come on, Woof, she said, heading for the door. Today we're going on a bridge hunt. Outside, Lily pulled on her gumboots, her most favourite gumboots. They were red and black, big and heavy, just perfect for stomping through muddy puddles in wintertime and striding past spiky ferns in spring. Lily marched off into the garden, Woof running along beside her. As Lily walked, she tried to imagine what Mum's magical bridge would look like. Would it have kiwi or koalas on it, she wondered. Would there be Marmite or Vegemite? Pavlova or lamingtons to eat? Would we find gum trees or manuka trees? And would people be wearing bathers or togs? Would they have jandals or thongs on their feet? Would there be kookaburras or tui? Galas or kia? And I wonder whereabouts on that bridge my two homes would meet. Lily and Woof reached the little brown bridge at the bottom of the backyard. Underneath it was a fairy garden with little houses and tiny fairies and a giant mushroom. Lily loved to swing upside down on that bridge. Woof was just about to run onto it when Lily cried out, "Wait!" "Woof," said Lily, "this could be our magic bridge to Australia." Lily stepped onto the bridge, followed by Woof. A magic bridge. "Oh, look!" Lily pointed to the sky. "A plane!" The aeroplane flying high above was red and white and had a picture of a giant kangaroo on the tail. Soon another plane flew over. This one was black and white with a curly koru on the tail. "I've been on a big plane like that," Lily said, "lots of times. Have you been on a big plane?" Woof looked at Lily with his head to one side. Said Lily. "I'm not sure that dogs can go on aeroplanes either, Woof. We'll have to ask Mum." Lily and Woof pushed through the cool green ferns. They brushed past the pine trees' pointy needles, ducking beneath the yellow flowers that hung like teardrops from the kōwhai, and stepped over the twisted roots of the pōhutakawa. They kept walking until Lily could run her fingertips over the warm, dry leaves of the gums. The smell of eucalyptus was so strong that memories of Australia flooded her mind. Lily felt as though she was floating on a cloud. Before them danced all of her favourite things, all the things that made Australia and New Zealand so special. There was the giant Sydney Harbour Bridge, which reached so high it made the boats below look like toys. There was the Opera House, which Lily had walked around with her Australian family, the white peaks of its roof standing out like sails against the water. There was Te Papa, the museum in Wellington where she had marvelled at the colossal squid and where the wind outside had whipped and whirled through her hair. There was Auckland's Sky Tower, and there were the Gold Coast's roller coasters. So many things. Lily saw the penguin parade at Phillip Island, the sky turning pink around them. She pictured the crocodiles and koalas on the Sunshine Coast, where it was always warm. She saw her mum smiling on the 96 tram in Melbourne as they headed out to St Kilda Beach with their friends. Luna Park's big smile waiting for them at the end of the track. She thought about all the New Zealand things she loved to show her Australian friends. The glowworms in the Waitomo Caves, spotting the kiwi at Orana Wildlife Park, and the bronze dog standing proudly under the stars at Lake Tekapo. Lily imagined so many things. Meeting the quokkas on Rottnest Island and picnicking on the white sand beaches. Camping and playing touch rugby on the golden sand at Kaiteriteri with her grandparents, her aunties and uncles and all of her cousins. Seeing the joeys playing by the water on Kangaroo Island. Lily and Woof walked further. They saw the big red rock, Uluru, rising out of the land where the red dust tickles your toes. They saw snow-capped mountains stretching the length of Te Waiponamu, the South Island. Woof started to spin in circles. His nose was twitching in the air and his tail was wagging. He could smell something. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Lily breathed in deeply. She could smell something too. Mum was cooking. Woof turned and ran back towards the house, chasing the delicious smell. "Wait for me, Woof," cried Lily. "Wait for me." Lily ran as fast as she could, past the birds in the trees, past the people laughing and playing at the beach, past the buildings and mountains reaching for the sky, through the ferns and the gum trees, all the way back to the house. When she got there, she turned and waved goodbye to the kiwi and koalas. Then she kicked off her gummies and ran straight into Mum. She was smiling and holding a plate out to Lily. "Prawns and saucies cooked on the barbecue," said Mum. Lily's favourite. What a treat. Do you like saucies and prawns? Lily's heart has two homes. Maybe yours does too. You see, home is about so much more than where you live. Your home lies in the things you love. It's in all the people, places, creatures, plants, and adventures that you treasure. And when you carry these things in your heart, they will always be close to you. Home is never far away when you can feel it in your heart. Isn't it a beautiful book? It's a lovely story. And in the back of the book, there's some information about the author and the illustrator and all the people they've made the book for. Have a think. Where would you build a bridge to? From New Zealand to what other place holds a special place in your heart? Or maybe you could try drawing a picture with a bridge and draw all the things in New Zealand that you love and then all the things in another place that you love. Maybe some make-believe things if you haven't been anywhere else other than New Zealand. Well, if you'd like to find out more about kiwis and koalas and other work by Sarah Milne and Laura Bernard, you can head to kiwisandkoalas.com. And you can come and visit me again soon. I'll find us another beautiful book to read. Have a wonderful day, my friend. Ka kite.